Believe it or not, this TypeScript snippet right here is only 2 tiny changes away from being an actual valid CSS. Before I tell you how this works in CSS, I will just quickly show you that this in fact is valid TypeScript. You're gonna find a link to this demo in the description below, so make sure to check it out. If you're familiar with TypeScript, you already know that this is a function call. I'm not gonna pretend that this is actually a useful piece of code or that you should do anything like this in your actual TypeScript projects, but it does work. The function attr only logs the parameters that you pass in, and in this case, the result will be string newsletter CSS Weekly. I can just as well pass in an actual parameter here, maybe number 22, and in that case, console log will be a bit different. Yeah, it's completely useless, but still valid TypeScript code. What about CSS? How can we turn this into valid CSS? Well, we have to make 2 changes. We're gonna delete this comma here, and we're gonna move this parenthesis right here. This, straight up, is valid CSS. So let me show you what it does. I'm gonna open CSS here, and right here at the top, I'll apply this for my H1 headline. As you see, the line height property is reading the attribute ID from HTML. ID is specified as string 4, and then in CSS, we're telling it that we actually want to use it as a number. And as the line height property accepts number as a value, as a valid value, this will actually be applied on our demo immediately, and the line height here has increased, as you clearly see, to the value 4. And this is still not supported in all browsers, but you can test it out and play with it. The attribute function has been available in CSS for quite some time, but you only could have used it as a string in the content property. So there was no way to actually do anything useful with it apart from displaying a certain string on the page. The new capabilities of the attribute function allow you to actually make use of an attribute value in your CSS. Right here, we're specifying it as line height, but you can do all sorts of things. And if you want to learn more about that, Una Kravitz created a fantastic article where she explains exactly how this works. And if you read it, you're going to see that there are quite a few types available that you can utilize in your code. And the bottom line for this silly little challenge, for this silly little demo, is that if anybody ever again tells you that CSS is not a programming language, well, just ask them about TypeScript.